welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. So UCLA's will have some work to do after that short return. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you're risking running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
He's going to pass on second down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Davis will throw. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And here comes the offense on second down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find
nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Flores.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running back searching for a hole. The Rainbow Warriors have a 1st down. They get to the line quickly. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good.
Fires and picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's looking deep, and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Davis looking to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on. And we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Hines. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Coming after it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Davis will throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Flores. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Warriors. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Looking for a block. It's Hines. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And now on 2nd down for this offense. These corners going to give them some space. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. A strike downfield. Got a lot of running room. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there's being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anymore.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Off the play fake. Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bruins.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Give to the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Fighting off the defender. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, going up top. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll run play action. Gets it to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Davis looking to pass. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for the big play. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Well, good coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The give to the back. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Flores. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground, and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. Linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Hawaii, 35, UCLA.
He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. These corners backing off a bit. Fires toward the target. Complete downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
At the 23. And first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing. Need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Right on target this time. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
The Rainbow Warriors get enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's a first down.
To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Line getting set on 2nd down. Davis will throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Warriors.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing